So you just bought a Speediance Gym Monster or you're looking to buy one. These are the things you need on day one. Now I've been using the Speediance Gym Monster since generation 1 for a couple of years now. I own the Gym Monster 1 and the Gym Monster 2. Everything on this list are things that I use and you need in order to make the Gym Monster even better. Now Speediance does come with a lot of different accessories, but on this list you're going to find things that Speediance doesn't sell that I find very useful for me. Now I bought a Speediance Gym Monster because I wanted a complete gym replacement. I'm talking complete. And there's a couple items that are going to help you. If you're like me looking to build muscle with a Speediance Gym Monster, it's going to make it so that you won't have to go to the gym and you can do everything you need at home. By the way, I'm Disciplined Dave, where I put the technique in your physique. If you're looking for all things fitness at home, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I do tips, tricks, reviews, and workouts. Now the first item that you need on day one, this is so overlooked and this happened to me, is actually a backup battery. Most people don't even think about this because if you're working out and the power goes out, your gym is done. So this actually happened to me. So if you're serious like me and you want to make sure you have no excuse to complete your workout, I would highly recommend a backup battery. The one that I use is by, let me see, APC. I got a link in the description. You can go ahead and check that one out. But this one does really well. It gives me over 2 hours if the power goes out and I can still get my workout in. I know it's not the sexiest thing, but it's like insurance. You hate paying for it, but you're glad you have it when you need it. Now the next thing, I use this on almost every workout, and I wish Speediance carried this, is a curl bar. Now they come with a great straight bar, but for me, when I work out, when I'm doing bicep curls, I like a curl bar because it takes the pressure off my wrist when I have high resistance. I really like having a curl bar with this machine. And the one that I use is by Bodylastics. You don't have to use that one, but I like this one because it's collapsible and foldable and I can take it with me if I'm using resistance bands, if I don't have my Gym Monster. By the way, I have a lot of workouts with resistance bands, so if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe. But that's the one that I like to use, but a lot of times it's sold out due to high demand. So I have another alternative in my Amazon store if you want to take a look at that in the description, so you can use that one. This has multiple anchor points. You can put them on the end or you can put it on the middle. Most of the time I use it on the middle because I like that even resistance. But the curl bar is great. It really opens up some other exercises too. I actually prefer to do lat pull downs on it, but I actually have another accessory that I like working out my back with. So make sure you watch the end of the video to see what that is. But this just opens up some more exercises that I can do, and it makes it so that I can replicate what I do in the gym by using a curl bar. Now everything that I talk about this video will be linked in the description below, or you can scan this QR code right now. Now next, this actually is a Speediance accessory, and I can't find an alternative that's better than this or a third party. It's gonna be the cable extenders. And at first, I didn't think I would use this much because I'm like, why do I need my cables to extend? They already, they come out easily, they retract easily. What do I need that for? But once I actually use them, I realized they're better than just extending the cable. It's the padding that's on them. The padding makes it so that the cable isn't touching your skin. Let's say if you're doing something like a cable fly, it makes it so that you don't have that chafing or that rubbing on your arm. You can push out a lot more as far as, because once the pressure gets really high, it kind of really digs into your skin. But the cable extenders are amazing. It's probably my favorite accessory that Speediance sells. I use it for bench press also, just anything that really has a cable touching your skin. It's just gonna feel so much better than having that tight cable, that nice neoprene padding on there. And it does extend out the cables, but I think that's the afterthought. I feel like they should rename this as Feel Good Speediance Accessory Thingy for Cables. All right, maybe a little bit long, but I'm not a marketer. Now this next one, I just feel that Speediance should have this come with the machine, but a lot of times Speediance does include this in promotions when you buy the machine. But some people actually don't have them at all. And if you don't have them, get them right now. They're inexpensive and they're extremely useful. That's gonna be the barbell hooks. So the barbell hooks are something that you put where the cable connectors are. And so if you're doing certain things like squats or bench press, it makes it so you have a place to put the bar when you're resting. Like, that's what it does. It's very simple, but that simple thing I use every single time I work out. So if you don't have any barbell hooks, you need to get that day one. You don't want to find yourself into a squat and you're like, oh, where I guess I'll just awkwardly go down on the floor. You don't want to do that. You'll be able to go ahead and just rack it up. Or if you're facing forward, rack it up. Now there are some third-party ones that I find just as useful. I have links for those that you can get off of Amazon. I like the Speediance ones because they're really good quality, but I'll make it so that you can make that decision. I think any one of them will be fine. Now this item right here, Speediance does not sell. I wish they did because I use it all the time, but it's inexpensive. You can find it on Amazon in my Amazon store there. So it's gonna be a single cable rope. And Speediance does come with the rope for you to put, you know, 2 hands on there. And I like single ones for certain exercises like tricep kickbacks, or if I'm doing individual tricep pull downs. I think a single one is very good. I know they come with these ski handles, but they feel very hollow and plastic. I would just use them for the ski exercises. But when I want something that's gonna do heavy resistance, that I need a great grip on, I really love the single cable rope. Now these next 2 exercises, I don't think they're day one must-haves. Well, it kind of just depends on you. But these other things are just really good things to have. Now remember earlier I was telling you about how, you know, you can do lat pull downs with a curl bar, but I found a better way to work out my lats. That's actually gonna be the rower, the one I have right here behind me. Now on my Gym Monster 1, I didn't get the rower, but I did get it on the 2. And one of the things I really love, they have it so that it's just like you're rowing in a river, which is great. And it's great for the back. But me, Mr. Meathead in the gym, I like to do those lat pulls, you know, where you're stretching out really long and you pull it up towards you. And I've never had a solution at home. This will do that. I like working out my back with this with heavy resistance, not doing the rowing, just doing those full extensions there with my lats where I'm bending forward with my legs pressed up straight, slightly bent. And then I pull them back and squeeze that back. Such a tremendous feeling, a great contraction in my lats. This is the best solution I've found at home to do it. It is a little pricey, I know. That's why I have this, not day one must have, but if you can get it, like I would get it. Now this next item here is something that I think a lot of people will enjoy, especially those people out there who really like to work out their legs. Now for me personally, I really like doing squats with the bar because that's how I like to do it at the gym. But Speediance does sell a squat belt. And this thing makes squatting even easier. You don't have to worry about getting set or anything like that when it comes to the bar. You just put this belt on and you hook them to the carabiner hooks to the cable machines and you can do your squats that way. But what I like using it for is that it has multiple anchor points. So I like to put it on the ones that are a little bit forward, and then I use these things here. Let me get them for you. My wife turned these on to me, and you see how like they have this incline on here? So this makes it so that I put my heels on the fat part and then I have my toes on the thin part, and I have resistance going more forward, so that way I can focus on those quads. That's gonna be the front part of that leg, you know, that part that peeks out when you have your shorts there when you go into the beach. That's what I like to develop. And with the squat belt, it really helps me target that very, very well. Now I did a complete review on the squat belt. If you want to know more about that, you can check that out with this video. And if you want to hear my thoughts after using the Gym Monster for over 6 months, make sure you go ahead and check out that video next.